Hi guys, you're with Rich Green, the KC, the keyboard capitalist, and I'm just going to show you how to get your Aweber account, or should I say your Aweber campaigns, up and running. A brief overview. So I'm in my test setup here, and so I'm going to make the assumption that you've set up Aweber and you've opened an account, done the basics, put in your payment details, blah 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 blah. So what we're going to do is, first of all, there's a couple of things I want you to set up, and then secondly, we're going to get cracking with the campaigns. So I want you to head over to list options, and I want you to go down to list settings. Now in here, you've got your list name, which if you're doing this for the Boss Excel supercharged sales loop system, you might just put Boss Excel marketing tips or Boss Excel details, or bear in mind the person who receives the email is going to see that list name. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put in a brief description. So you'd put something like hints, tips and free value plus special invites to money making mastery, or something like that. You give people a reason to want to stay on your list. You'll put in your personal details, and then what I want you to do is go down to personalize your list. So on personalize your list, put in your company name, your company website. I'm going to suggest you leave email signature blank. And there's a reason I'm going to suggest that. If you leave it blank, the default setting in Aweber gives you quite a nice professional looking email signature. You don't have to do that. You can create your own email signature. It's whichever you prefer. But I like to leave that blank and use the one that's set up in Aweber. Connect your other bits and pieces, your social media, if you're wanting your broadcast emails. So that's the one-off emails that you write. You can have them linked up so that they go straight to your Facebook. And I want you to come down to global text snippets. So global text snippets is basically a shortcut function. So think about things that you're going to want to use inside Aweber on a regular basis. So for example, if you're going to be writing out broadcasts that you hope take people back to your new excuse me, to your new Boss Excel funnel, then you might want to create a snippet for that. You might want to create a snippet for your nickname. You might want to create a snippet for your personal Facebook page or your personal Facebook group. There's a full training on snippets just here as well, so feel free to have a look through that. But what I'm going to do is show you under what sort of circumstances you'd use it. So let's say, for talking's sake, the sales page. So the sales page, well, the squeeze page, should I say, in Boss Excel. So squeeze page. And so you'd put the address in here. So http:// okay, so for me it is Boss Excel 1. So if you've already been looking at getting your funnel set up, you'll recognize Boss Excel 1. So that's the first page. There you go. So you've got your squeeze page, and let's say, for talking's sake, your personal Facebook. So Facebook page, Facebook profile, because obviously page could be something different. So for me, that's, so you'd put your Facebook address in there. And so basically what this is going to do, you'll see how it works in just a second, is it's going to put squeeze page, it's going to put Facebook profile into a drop-down list so that you can quickly and easily add those things into your emails without having to type them out or remember them, because especially if they're an affiliate link, sometimes they're not that easy to remember. So you'll set up your global snippets with the things that you think you're going to use quite frequently, and then what I want you to do is hover over messages and go down to campaigns. So we're going to create a campaign from scratch. So click create campaign, and let's call it Boss XL supercharged sales loop system with a capital L. There we go. So create. Right. What we're going to do is we want this at this stage to start when someone is added to your list. And in the advanced group, in the winners circle, we're going to talk more about applying tags and things like that. But for now, go with on subscription, you want this action to take place. So it's a drag and drop option. So what you want is upon subscription, you want them to receive a message. You then want a gap. You want them to receive another message. You want a gap and another message, and so on, based on the campaign that we've set up in the files section of the Facebook group, the Boss Excel Facebook group. Now the same rules apply when you're doing any campaigns anyway, so we're just using this one as an example for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to click onto the first send message, and it opens up this option on the right hand side, create message. So we're going to select the drag and drop email builder, and that's going to open up this template. So first thing I want you to do is drag across a headline and put your headline at the top. If it'll go at the top, there we go. Then I want you to drag over a signature and put your signature at the bottom. And then you've got the content of the email that goes in the middle. So go to your email campaign and grab whichever email it is that you're putting in. So we'll just use this one as an example. In fact, no, we'll not. We'll go to the first one. We'll use the first one as an example. Where are we? So grab all of the email, copy and paste it into the email content. There we go. Now, depending on what browser you're using, you might get a duplicate message. If it copies twice, just delete it. Right, so on emails, and this is my personal suggestion, my personal preference, Arial as the font, it's easier to read, and adjust your size accordingly. I tend to go with around 14 as the font size. You've got your headline, which is you did it, you're in the starting lineup. What I want you to do with all of the headlines is cut them and put them in your headline box. What I also want you to do is take the headline and put it into your subject box. So the subject is the thing that they see when the email comes into their inbox, they see the subject. The headline is just the top content on the email. So that makes up part of the email body. So on your subject though, and this is quite important if you're wanting to maximize the chances of your email getting through, make sure you're not using block capitals all the way across. So most email management companies don't like block capitals, so it's got a higher risk of ending up in the spam folder. So this first email in particular is an introduction from me and Big. Obviously the people watching the funnel have, if they've gone through it all, they've just gone through a good 40 minutes plus of us. So to receive a random email from you when they've no idea who you are is just very bizarre, and it breaks the flow of what they've gone through. And what we want is to increase the chances of them taking action. So this email's from myself and Big introducing you. So yes, change it in the sense of you want to make it personal, but that's about you at the bottom. Make sure at the top it's us introducing you so that you've still got that process, that flow. Now on these emails, what you'll notice is there's a few areas where you've got arrows and words in between. What I want you to do is, and some of this is common sense to be fair, the words in between, muscle car of money making systems here for example, we want those words visible to Joe Public, to the people who are going to be looking at this. Your link, in block capitals, common sense would state that that is us talking to you. We don't want it to say your link. We don't want Joe Public to see that. So just use a bit of common sense with it as you go. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to add in your links. So we'll highlight this. We'll highlight this. Let's try that again. There we go. And we're going to go up to, you see the little link at the top? We're going to go up there and we're going to put in the URL that you've got for your particular offer. Remember, we're going back to, in this instance, we're going back to the squeeze page. So right, there we go. So when they, let's just go to preview and I'll show you what happens. So now when they get this email, what they're going to see is a link like that, which when they click on it, it will take them back to, thank you. It will take them back to the squeeze page. So let's go back to where we were. So you can use that preview and test button whenever you like, and then use the back button whenever you like. So yeah, wherever there are those arrows, place your links either behind the wording that's there or put your links in place. Likewise, we've got links for Facebook, so you'd put your link into your Facebook profile, and this is where it becomes more personal. So again, common sense prevails. Remove the bits and pieces that aren't relevant, the bits in brackets where we're talking to you. Now, on the signature strip at the bottom, this is what I mentioned about the signature default. You can click on that photo and simply upload an image of yourself. And there you go, you've got your nice signature at the bottom. Now, the global snippets that we touched on. Let's say, for talking's sake, whether it be in one of these emails that's already been done for you, or whether it be in a separate email that you're wanting to write something like, I don't know, check me out on Facebook, and spelling it right. And then what you could do is head up to personalize, scroll down, and you've got your snippets here. So you just click Facebook profile and it'll put it in for you. So you don't have to remember the facebook.com/whatever. It puts that in for you. So that's how to use your global snippets. And that is pretty much the process really for getting it set up. You create yourself a headline, you create yourself a signature, you copy the body of the text, and you insert your links. Now, one thing that I would say is, and it's a question that's been asked in relation to some of these forward emails. So let me find a forwarded one. 1 second. Right, here we go. So day 4, reset up instructions. So what we're doing with these types of emails is we're making it look as though we're forwarding one that they've already been sent. So let's just do this one just for a second. So we'll delete all of that. There we go. Right, so we'll take the body of that email, copy it, and put it into here. Again, we'll get rid of the duplicate. Now, where this is slightly different, we'll take the header, we'll put it in the headline box. We'll put it in the top box. Well, actually, we'll retype it because we don't want the capitals. Now, you'll notice on all of the subjects, on all of the headers, we've got these brackets. They don't necessarily have to be square brackets. They don't necessarily have to be on the words at the end, but the idea is that your email is going to stand out from everybody else's. You're probably on quite a few email lists, and what you'll probably see as a result of that is that both emails kind of look the same from the outside of the email box. There's just a line of text in the hope that that line is going to grab people's attention. So by putting things in brackets, it just makes yours stand out a little bit from everybody else's. So on this particular setup, so when you're doing a forward email, what I'd suggest you do different, you've got your headline, then what I want you to do is put in paragraph, and then what I want you to do is put in divider. So headline, paragraph, divider. So you've got your headline that you've already copied over, then you've got this bit of text at the top, which is basically the text from this email. So here are the setup instructions for your new boss's Excel sales funnel system. I sent them a day or so ago, but wanted to make sure you took action ASAP. Let's go. And so then there's the divider. We can remove those arrows and let's change all of that to Arial. We'll change all of it to 14. And here's what we're going to do. So this bit, we're going to bold, so that it looks like you're literally forwarding the last email that they received. This email that they received previously. So the two, what I want you to do is head over to personalize and go down to email address. So it's going to put their email address in there. The from, what I want you to do is, well, you can type your name, to be fair, it's as quick. If you're using the snippets, make sure you're using your details, not accidentally putting their first name. Subject will be the same as the subject header above, and again, where there's any brackets, make sure you make the changes. Add in the links, make sure you've got your signature strip at the bottom, and you're good to go. Preview it if you like. You'll probably only need to do that on the first couple that you do, and then click save and exit. So you've got your email set up. So between your first email and your second email, I only want you to wait an hour. So they've got the first email, which is an introduction from Big and myself, introducing you. Then an hour later, they get an email, which is the full setup instructions. Now the full setup instructions are also being added into the funnel. The funnel's going to be updated with that hopefully later on today, maybe tomorrow. But anyway, we want them to have the setup instructions straight away. And then everyone after that, give it a 1 day gap. So simply take your content, take the email content out of Facebook from the files section, paste it into here in the same way that we've just shown. Make it a bit more personal, perhaps add in a couple of extra emails from yourself that are very personal, but certainly be using email broadcasts that are personal from you, and we'll touch on them on a future training video. But for now, I hope that helps. So a basic overview of how to get your email system in Aweber set up for a campaign to Boss Excel. I'll leave you to it, guys. Come back to us if you've got any further queries or questions. Throw the questions in the group though, because whatever questions you've got, they're probably going to be really, really useful to other people as well, and save me, Big, David, Dean, whoever, answering the same question over and over again. It can just be answered once inside the group for the benefit of everybody. So enjoy whatever it is you're doing for the rest of this evening, and I'll catch up with you on the next video. Cheers, guys.